The Merseyside is red. It will always be red. Divock Origi. Divock Origi. Bro, where do I begin with this, bro?
No, I'll tell you the start. Yo, who's been saying give him a chance for? Who's been saying that for a hot minute?
Bro, Pal Kuna, bruv. You know you are, bruv. He was laughing about putting on Origi and that. He said it.
Listen,
it's slightly different.
It's not exactly what we've been saying for ages. Yeah. We're going stale. We're going a bit stale at the moment. We need something different. He came on for 5 minutes. He got the first thing he did was nick the ball around the corner.
It's gone.
Zip pass was in there, Mina. And obviously, listen, the goal, he missed it. He hit the bar and scored. God. It's just something different. It's just something different. You don't expect it. It's been a while. He's hungry, whatever. But you need something different. Sturgy, when he came on, yeah, had a few nice touches, but that's just centre forward. But listen, Everton, go away. No one bruv, you're just annoying. Just shut up.
Now, normally, yeah, I always say Everton is shit, yeah, they're gobshite, yeah. But listen, today, Everton, bruv, you got a team. You man can play. Everton were actually decent. They carved us up a few times in the defence. So I think Liverpool fans will probably be quite honest on that. This is the first time I actually felt, you know what, this is an equal game. It could go either way.
Well, you say equal. There was points that game, and I was like, we're actually getting battered up.
Yeah. 100%. I thought we needed a sub at some stages, and Everton had some good chances, some very good chances to take that game, and so did Liverpool. Let's be honest. I think a draw would have been a fair result.
We wouldn't have been happy with it, but it would have been a fair result. But okay, the positives are that we've won, we've ground out a result, and that is, dare I say, I'll mutter it, but that's what champions do, right? That's what champions do. You know, you play poorly or you have a tough game against your rivals and you nick a win, right? That's the signs of what champions do. The fact of the matter is we've won, we've got 3 points, we've beat our local rivals and kept a clean sheet, right?
Again.
That's the fact of the matter, okay? So that's the positive side of it. But the other thing that we've got to talk about is that we've always said it, the performance, we can't keep getting away with it. We can't keep getting away with it. Liverpool fans, yeah, we're happy. I'm buzzing. I ran around. I lost my head. I lost my mind, right? But we just got to get real. Something's got to give now. Something's got to change. We got out today quite comfortably. I thought, you know, a few players looked a bit tired today. I think, you know, we were looking a bit lethargic. We looked like we hadn't run out of ideas.
Bobby, I don't know what's happening to Bobby because it's not working for him right now. You said it was like a slight change they've got in the formation, right? They think the Salah's not playing that wide anymore.
Yeah, and so it looks like they've got, you know, I keep seeing that there's 4-2-3, and then they've got like a striker and a focal, because you see Salah being quite central, Firmino's dropping a lot deeper, we're losing that width. So when we have the ball, they play as wide men, but we don't have the ball, they play as like a 2 and a 3. It's a lot, and it's a lot. Because it's too much. I like, you know, we don't look like, it's weird because it's like, it's almost, you know, catch-22, because we're, you know, a lot of the fans are saying something needs to change, we need something slightly different. But on the other hand, when you do something different, you're like, well, hold on a minute, that's just not working, that's not right. So it's tough for the manager, I guess, as well, because he's like, well, he probably sees that we need to do something, but equally what he's doing probably is not quite working. Firmino looks miles off it. Mane looked a threat.
He was a problem today.
Looks an absolute threat.
And same again with Robertson. Mane and Robertson, for me, have been our best players in the last few weeks, along with VVD.
Even when we're losing. When we're losing, he's good. Alisson?
Oh, my God. Alisson. Absolute animal, bruv. He saved us enough times. And like, some of the big saves he's made, I think people just don't even acknowledge it because they just expect it now.
Not sure about his lid. I'm going to be honest with you. Not sure about the slick back Barnett.
Mafia.
Slicker than Rick, but yeah, the save that he made from point blank. Listen, I know it's a case of just making yourself big, but we've never had that before. Typically, when teams have got a chance, half a chance, they score. Right? You know, the few times today, I thought Joe Gomez, you know, he made that block off the line, but he looked a bit dodgy today. A couple of times he got turned and made bad decisions. They slipped a ball through today when Van Dijk was wrong-footed, and I just thought to myself, we look a bit leggy. So having a game Wednesday is obviously just what we need, isn't it? But it's just great to get the win. Everton, fair play. They played well. They did play well. They have some good players who turned up, and I thought Richarlison was a problem all game. I thought he was an absolute problem.
The guy in the middle for them, was it from the Barcelona?
Gomez. Andre Gomez. Yeah,
he was bossing in the middle. Let's be honest. He was some of the passing that he was doing, the control he had. I mean, this is the kind of player that Liverpool need in the midfield, just to take the ball and just control and dictate. And I think that's what we're lacking still. It was good to though he committed to see the likes of Fabinho in there. He put Shaqiri on from the beginning. It was good to see that. It was refreshing to see that because we were getting tired of the same old shit in the middle, and they had to give. And even like we said today, so boosted that Origi's given a chance because the guy wants it. Do you know what I mean? And that anticipation.
It's not even that he wants it; he needs it.
And I think you need to give him full praise for that anticipation. That he didn't give up, he didn't stop. Sturridge just went up like he stopped. Van Dijk turned around, went the other way. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what you call a striker's instinct. He just waited.
And that is like, and do you know what? Personally, as a Liverpool fan, I do quite like Divock Origi. And I know a lot of people laughed at you. We see it all the time. I'm an advocate of Divock Origi. I like the fact that we've got him. I think he's something different. We should play. But people laugh at it and say, nah, he's rubbish. Well, I actually want him to leave because I think that he's not getting a fair chance. And for someone like his age and his ability, he needs to be playing football, right? But that's his price tag. That's proven what he's about. He's a goal scorer. He's got instinct. He's got a turn of pace. He's got a good touch. Yeah, he missed that chance, but you can't. It is a tough one because everything's happening so quickly. But the fact that he's got himself in those positions, that's sheer anticipation, that's striker's instinct. So buzzing to get the win. It's great to get the win. The table tells us a good story, but between us, all of us that watch the games, I'm not convinced.
I'm still not convinced. I mean, I hope it's a catalyst to improve the way and our confidence going forward because we've got some big fixtures coming up. We've got Napoli, we've got United, we've got Arsenal, we've got Wolves. These are all tricky games.
Big games.
And I'm hoping this is a catalyst to actually improve our performance because at the moment, I'm still not convinced. There was times in that game I was thinking, you know what, this is going to end a draw. Because last season it was chance after chance after chance. We knew he was going to carve out a chance. In this game, I didn't see it was even going to come. And it just came out of nothing. I mean, the last goal, Pickford. I mean, you've been in goal before.
Yeah, I do feel sorry for him because I know that he's saying that
he made some big saves in the game as well.
Yeah, he did, and he's talking about how he wanted to try and catch it and all that sort of stuff. Now, as I said, when I say this, I don't mean it as if I've done it at the obviously ridiculously high level. But having played in there, I've been in situations like that when you're not quite sure if it's going to drop just beneath the post, if it's going to go just over. Should I catch it? Should I punch it? And there's a lot of decisions to make, and that's where the good goalkeepers have a clear mind. I don't care if it goes for a corner, we'll deal with that, but I'm not taking any risks. He tried to catch it, and obviously, turns out it was a bad decision, right? But I do feel sorry for him because it's happened. I've been in that situation, and you do have loads of things go through your mind. I think, in all honesty, if he just stood under his bar, and just had his hand on the bar, he would have known that if he's dropping, I could just tip it over. Yeah. Otherwise, it would have hit the top of the bar and it would have probably gone off. So I think decision-making wise, he would have learned a lot from it, obviously, and it is a shame because he's a good goalkeeper and he made some great saves today. Obviously, brilliant for us. But I've got sympathy for him. I do feel sorry for him because he is quite an honest lad, and he'll just sort of turn around and say, "I messed up, my bad."
What about the Klopp celebration running down the pitch, hugging Alisson? I love that. I love that.
I do like it. And listen, as I said, if it was the other way around, if a manager done it to us, I'd be like, "You dick, you're a dick." All right? But it happens, and it's passion. It's when Wolves did it last year with their manager and Warnock was vexed. I'm like, well, Warnock's probably done something similar in his life. It happens. It's emotion, and
Do you know what I mean? For me, I personally love that. And I think the way that Everton manager responded to it as well, he was cool about it. He goes, even if you did celebrate, he goes, your emotions take over. And it's stuff like when Mourinho does stuff like this, or you're going at the crowd. That's different. If you go out running and you celebrate a goal, I ain't got no problem with that. And it was brilliant to see because we was losing, we lost it, bro.
Yeah, we did. I must admit, I've never been so gassed for about a goal for a long time. So I guess moving on then, highlights. Who's your sort of top three players and who's your man of the match?
As we touched on there, Mane, Robertson and Alisson, I think, were the standout players for me. Midfield, I'm still concerned that there's Keita come on. She didn't do much. I know it wasn't a long time to do much, but
I'm slightly different to you. I was happy with what I saw with him today. I like the composure that he's got. He's a very techie player. I like the fact that he wants to get involved and be involved in the game. I don't want to rush him back because he's obviously a big player for us, and we've done it before when people have become constantly injured. So
I want him to get more game time. That's all I want to see. Like Fabinho, he made some good challenges again. He needs to get up to speed. Everyone says that he needs to get up to speed, and he will do that.
I think he's getting there slowly.
He made some good challenges today, and he put a nice through ball through, and I think he'll get there slowly. This was a good game to put him in, but I'm just still not convinced like that. I just think that we're missing that link. Like I've said before in a number of videos, is a link between defence and the striker without the midfield. So, yeah. But for me, if I push on the man of the match, I'll probably give it to DIVOK because for the goal, but it probably Mane in terms of performance.
Yeah, which is fair. If the moment of the match was obviously Origi for what he'd done, I'd say my man of the match was. Yeah, I'd say Sadio. You can't really go too far different to that. He was so he's wasteful. He was wasted chances, but he was very good. Close for me would be Alisson because I think just an all-round performance. I thought he was very good, commanding. He gets people organised and that sets, calms everybody else down. So, but I think it'd be fair to say it would be Sadio Mane on the whole, but the moment of the game definitely belongs to Origi, and I'm very, very grateful for that.
So on to the next game. That will be on Wednesday against Burnley. So until then, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Peace.